everybody!
Hello.
My name is Shannon.
I'm Alyssa.
Welcome back to another episode of
B
B-Movie
Movie
Bash!
Bash!
This week, we don't have a movie.
No.
Because it's Am I the Asshole time.
Woo.
If you haven't tuned into this before,
Yeah.
we just read drama and determine who's the asshole.
Oh, I love drama.
And it's the best.
Yes.
So, buckle up. I think this is episode 4?
4, I think.
Oh. We like it.
I love these.
I hope you do too.
Yeah, if you don't, you can't be friends
Are
with
we going
me.
back and forth?
Oh, yeah, I can find some.
Well, if you haven't, then I can just read.
I don't have any,
Okay,
but I
then
can
put it down,
find
put it
some.
down, put it down. Okay, you get to react
Okay.
today. Okay? Okay. Am I the asshole? I had my mother-in-law trespassed.
Charged with trespassing?
Charged with trespassing
Okay.
after she entered my home and fired my babysitter.
What?
Okay. I am a widower. I lost my wife just minutes after she gave birth to our first baby.
Oh.
So sad.
First baby?
Mm-hmm.
Just to our baby? That's the only one. It's not first.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Our first child.
I mean, unless it was twins, but like...
No, just one.
Just the one. Okay. Well, this guy said trespassed, so it's whatever. Like, it's,
Yeah.
no, he's sad. It's fine. Let's
Yes,
go. Like,
he's grieving.
He's grieving. Yep.
She had a difficult pregnancy, so I took an indefinite leave for 3 months. So it's not indefinite. Oh no, indefinite leave 3 months before she was due.
Oh, okay.
I should finish sentences before I comment on it. Sammy is 4 months old now, that's the daughter.
Okay.
And before I went back to work, I told my mother-in-law about my plans and if she can recommend a nanny to take care of my daughter when I work.
Okay.
She offered to be the nanny for free. I told her she's free to come by anytime during the day if she feels uncomfortable with a nanny looking after Sammy, but she insisted on doing it herself.
Okay.
So he was like, no, I'm going to hire someone. And she's like, no, you fucking not.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, why? I mean, there's got to be a bigger backstory as to why he didn't want her to be the sole babysitter, because
Right.
most everyone else would be like, free babysitting? Hell yeah, thank you.
And
like,
family?
And
Like,
family? Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like there's probably like boundaries that must
Probably.
have been pushed in the past or something.
Probably.
But she insisted on doing it herself. So I said yes and gave her a copy of the house keys.
Okay.
Yeah. She comes 30 minutes before I leave for work, and when I come home, she stays for dinner and leaves after putting Sammy to sleep. It's very generous.
Yeah.
Does she not have a husband?
Right? Do you not have
Something.
anything else going on in your life? Like,
I mean, a dedicated grandma,
Yeah.
okay, but
do you not have anything else going on?
everything was fine for the first couple of weeks until I noticed that Sammy... Oh, I forgot. Oh my god. Till I realized that Sammy wasn't feeding as much. Her formula was barely touched. I asked Sandra about it.
Is she like feeding her like dry food or something early on? Or not dry, like solid food.
Not
I mean,
a dog.
like solid.
Is she getting kibbles instead or what? It's okay, I love you. That's so great. Oh my gosh. My head hurts from laughing. Okay. So her formula was barely touched. I asked Sandra about why Sammy's not feeding well. She said that she's trying to breastfeed my daughter.
What? What?
Yeah. At first I thought she was joking, and then I realized she wasn't. She said Sammy needs to latch for a few minutes every day to activate her milk production.
That's okay. That's okay. Listen, wet nursing
Is
is
a
a thing,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful. I'm so proud of all these women who do it for other people because they can't do it themselves or
Yep.
for whatever reason.
Like people who donate their breast milk, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's a lifesaver
Did you
for
see,
some
there
people.
was some lady on Facebook because of all the storage.
shortage.
Yeah, donate was like, I have
like a freezer full.
a freezer full. Come if your kids are hungry, come get
Yes.
it. Like, and she had so much.
It's so cool.
So much, and I was like, that's amazing
Yeah.
to do that. It's a little slightly weird because I would be worried about someone else's like just juices.
Yeah.
So, like just ever like that would be my only concern. It's just someone else's, and is it completely taken care of? Is it just is it okay?
Yeah.
But like that is
Yeah.
this is a grandma, and
That's not all.
oh
No, there's
no.
more.
Okay, there's more.
So she needs to activate her milk production, right?
Okay.
I almost lost it, and I told her she cannot do that and that she needs to stop.
Yeah.
She said she will, but I caught her again when I walked into my daughter's room and she was forcing Sammy to latch.
That's not
That-
for you
ugh,
to
that makes me
forcing
sick.
her to latch. That's not okay.
No. I confronted her and told her she's no longer my baby's nanny. Yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
done that minute.
Oh yeah.
But okay. I didn't ask for the key back, as she is still welcome to visit any time.
Oh my god.
That was a mistake.
No. Yeah. Give the key back.
Yeah.
You can text and be like, hey, can I come over and see the baby?
I will let you in
Yeah.
if I feel like it.
That's like that. You could like legit press charges on something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
That's not okay.
Because that's not okay. That would be like a random person coming into your house and being like, here, baby, drink from me.
Yeah, like if a nanny did it.
Yeah.
No.
That's so not okay. You
Ugh.
could totally press charges for that.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Ugh.
I asked for a week of leave from work to take care of my daughter and find a nanny. I found one, but 2 days after, she never returned. I called her and she said my mother, quote unquote, fired her the day before. I asked her to describe the woman and I was livid when I realized it was Sandra. She came in my house using her key and fired my nanny. I was about to call her when she showed up and said a convoluted story like how I hired an incompetent nanny. I told her to leave, but she refused and told me she's calling CPS because I am endangering my child.
What?
Do it, bitch.
Do it.
Do it.
Please do it.
Oh my god. Like, if we got that call at work,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my gosh. I can't even. Oh my gosh. We argued back and forth before I called the police and she was charged with trespassing. I know my mother-in-law is grieving the loss of of her daughter. I am too. But she crossed the line when she disregarded my wishes.
Yeah.
She is very upset with me. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law are calling me ruthless, and I am now second-guessing myself.
No, don't.
Bro.
No, bro.
Have I taken it too far by calling the police? Am I the asshole?
No. No.
No. That's
That's
too
not
far.
okay. Yeah. That's not cool.
There's-
Especially when you're like, lady, listen. You can still visit. All this shit has
Be
to stop.
grandma, but
You
no.
could be grandma.
Yeah. Like, he gave you a chance.
Yeah.
And you
that's
stepped all
fucking
over
insane.
it. Yeah.
People are so crazy.
There's a little edit at the end.
Okay.
It says, thank you everyone for your advice and showing concern for Sammy. I called CPS to let them know about the situation. My mom is coming over to help look after my daughter and look at our options. She's a retired family law attorney.
Oh.
I do have a doorbell camera, but reading some of the suggestions here, I decided to up my home security system.
Good.
Brother-in-law and sister-in-law know the whole story, and they also think that forcing to breastfeed Sammy was wrong, but they're angry at me for calling the cops on my mother-in-law and having her charged with trespassing.
I mean, I can kind of see that, but like, at what point is she gonna stop?
Yeah.
Like,
She's
if you've
just gonna
already been
keep
like,
showing
stop,
up.
stop, stop, and then she keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
What boundaries do you have to put in place?
Exactly.
The police.
yeah,
So fuck you.
yeah,
Like, you're lucky there's no protective order. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah. yeah. You'd never see that baby again.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Oh, that
You are not the
grosses
asshole, sir.
me out.
That is, ugh,
I don't like that.
no. If you, I just don't even have words.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Am I the asshole for deciding not to attend my sister's wedding after I found out the reason she won't make me a bridesmaid? My 19-year-old sister, no, she's 19, her sister's 28,
Okay.
is getting married in a few weeks. She
Okay.
has 12 bridesmaids.
Holy shit! I thought I had a lot. How many did I have? 5?
Like 5, yeah.
Yeah. I thought I had a lot.
12?
12?
I don't even know that many people.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Yeah.
Like, what? No. Anyway, she has 12 bridesmaids, and I am not one of them. Our 2 other sisters are bridesmaids, and our older brother is a groomsman. I'm the only sibling who's not in the wedding party, and it's always rubbed me the wrong way. I respected her choice since it's her wedding, but still it hurt me very much because I felt like the outsider sibling throughout my entire life. She didn't even want me involved in any wedding planning activities unless it was some last-minute errand I'd have to do because she was too bored to do it herself.
Okay.
My mom and dad were upset by my sister's decision, but they couldn't say much or else my sister would be mad at them as well. She sounds like a bitch.
Yeah.
My mom tried to find out the reason why. She would still respect her choice, but it was still a weird choice to include everyone but me. Turns out all of my sisters, not my brother, despise me low-key because I gave my mother a lot of life-threatening diseases during her pregnancy with me.
Yeah, fuck you, little sister, for being conceived and
Right?
just so happening to... Are you kidding me?
And they blame me for her health issues. Yeah. My sister always tried to accept me, but they could never love me as I'm their constant reminder of why our mom is sick. My brother doesn't share those opinions at all, and he says how it's just an unfortunate situation. My sister, who's getting married, said that she wants the most important people at her wedding, in her wedding party, and she doesn't consider me one of them for that exact reason, and that's why I'm not a bridesmaid. After that, I decided to completely remove myself from the situation and skip the wedding altogether. But now my sisters are all mad because this is going to raise questions among the guests on why I'm not there and that I am selfish for putting myself first instead of trying to suck it up for just one day so people won't start asking things.
They're going
Am
to
I
ask,
the asshole?
if I'm there and I'm not in the line, they're going to ask just as many questions.
Yeah.
It would be so easy to be like, oh, she could not get work off. She
Right.
absolutely just couldn't get here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it would be so easy to do that. But if I'm at the wedding and I'm not in the lineup and all the other sisters are,
Yeah. That's weird.
and if anybody asks, I guarantee you, no, I would be at that wedding. I would be petty as shit. And I would be like, oh, everyone hates me.
Yeah. They don't like me.
They don't like me.
I'm the hated sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you just sitting up in the front with a family while everyone else is up there.
Yep.
Like, what? That's crazy.
That's so crazy. Yeah, if anybody asked me, that would have been my response. Oh, everyone hates me, actually.
Yeah.
I
My
wasn't
sister's
allowed
a
to be.
bitch.
Yeah.
She didn't want me up there, so sorry.
I would have shown up in jeans, too, dude.
Right? Or like
my
the
jeggings,
most like
yeah.
crazy outfit.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, white. Just white.
Ooh!
Yes.
That would have been
Show up in
good.
your own wedding dress.
Yes, like, hi, bitch. Like,
Fight me. Yeah,
so
exactly. Ugh,
my
that's so
gosh.
sad. Like, how can you... I can see being a little bit resentful. Like, it sucks that that situation happened, that, like, your mom got sick from this.
Uh-huh.
But you can't hold that grudge for 19
No.
years.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It wasn't my choice to be born, guys.
No.
Like, they
It wasn't
literally...
like, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
In womb.
Yeah,
in
no,
utero.
I'm obviously the demonic one. Sorry, I'm getting more comfy.
You're good.
I'm obviously the demonic one. I'm the evil one for
Yeah.
purposely getting our mother sick.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
that's
are you kidding
so
me?
sad. I would be done with my family.
Right. I
Like,
found a
fuck
couple
you
too.
guys.
If you want
Okay.
to do something.
You can do one.
So, okay. I didn't read this one. I literally just found it.
Okay.
So, am I the asshole for telling my husband he has it easy?
Oh.
I'm 7 months pregnant and it has been very difficult for me with all the medical stuff and chronic pain I'm constantly dealing with. My husband gets annoyed every time I bring up how much pain I feel. It's not like I complain constantly, but it has slowed me down, which has made my husband think I'm looking for excuses to not get anything done. Yesterday morning, I woke up with terrible back pain. After I vented about it and expressed my discomfort, he snapped at me and told me that I was acting like a spoiled princess, that I'm a mother, I should start acting like one. I snapped back, saying that he doesn't get to dictate how I should feel and deal with what I'm feeling with, and deal with what I'm dealing with, because he has no idea what it's like. He was like, yeah, but we're in this together. I put the baby in you, remember?
Okay.
I told him yes, but he's not the one doing the work, so he has it easy. He looked at me shocked and went quiet for a minute and then said, ha ha, how typical. Trying to use the I'm the mom card against me already. How much leverage are you planning to get with that? Which hurt because he made me feel like I'm milking it. We argued about it, then he left and refused to respond to my phone calls all day. In the evening, he got distant and ignored me when I tried to speak to him, and then said I'm telling him that he has it easy was way out of line and an awful attempt to discredit his efforts and sacrifices. But all he does is provide. Am I the asshole? I feel like there's a lot more going on than that for you two. Listen,
That
I
was
don't think,
loaded.
yeah, you're not the asshole for saying he has it easy.
No. In that comparison.
yeah.
In that situation.
But I don't know. I just get so mad.
Like, I
when
hope she recognizes what he has been doing.
that has been doing, but I hope he realizes that he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
And, like, what sucks is, like, your pelvic bone is being, like, sat upon.
Yeah.
And your nerves and your rib, like, everything is moved. Everything is squished. It hurts
making me
like
want a
fucking
baby.
shit. It's awful, but it's the best thing ever after. But, like, you also, like, can't take pain meds.
yeah,
And, like, you can't take cold medication. And you can't, like, you just are stuck.
yeah,
And, like, half the people can't take, like, depression medications and stuff, you know? Like, it's shitty.
yeah.
And so I understand where she's coming from.
Totally.
But
in that context, no, she's not the asshole.
Yeah.
But I hate when other women are like, I'm the one making the baby. It's like, you asked me to put a baby in you.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, so
yeah, if we were trying.
if we were
then-
trying, we are supposed to be a team here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry you're in pain and I'll help you however I can. But like,
Okay, but like, I imagine, like, if Zach is sick throwing up on the couch,
Uh-huh.
you as a wife are going to be like, don't do anything.
Yeah.
Please let me do whatever around the house. Let
Yeah.
me make you food. Like, and I get maybe doing that for like 9 months is a long time.
it's a long time, yeah.
But if it was my partner who was pregnant and in pain.
And especially if she's only complaining when it really hurts her. You
Yeah.
know, like, so if she's like stopping what she's doing just because she's in a lot of pain,
yeah.
that's when he should be the one stepping up to take care of her and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, I just,
And, like, there's so many ways that you can hurt the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lift shit. You can't, you know,
Yeah.
like, that'd be like if
using
she,
cleaning chemicals and like,
if she was on bed rest and he was like, oh, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
you can't, what do you want me to do?
That's insane.
Yeah. I can see both ways, but I also feel like he should maybe be a little more understanding coming from someone who has been pregnant
Right.
before.
And coming from someone who hasn't been pregnant, he should still be understanding.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I just get really frustrated when I hear the wives being like, oh, but they're not doing anything to help, even though I'm not working. All I'm doing is staying at home with the kids.
Yeah.
And, or like, I get so mad because Zach has a couple of coworkers that as the husbands, they're at work like for 12 hours every
Yeah.
day. Okay, they're working their asses off for their wives to be able to stay home with their kids, which is great for them to do so. They want their wives to be home with their kids so that they can raise them and take care of them and do all the things that they want to. He has one coworker who has like, he's got his wife and they have a couple of kids. All of their kids are in school now. Okay. They all go to school all day long. She still refuses to do anything around, like she doesn't like cleaning the house either. So he has to come home and do almost everything.
Okay, no.
Yeah. So, and her way of thinking is like, I raised the kids. And I'm like, yeah, till what? They go to first grade? That's
Yeah.
like when they're what, 7?
6.
6?
Yeah. And even kindergarten can sometimes be all day.
Yeah.
Depending on your situation.
Exactly. And so I'm just like, it frustrates the hell out of me because he just comes home and he's
What
like,
are you doing all day?
exactly. He's like, I love my wife, but he's like, I'm just exhausted. I'm working all day. And he works so much overtime too. He works a ton of overtime because she keeps wanting things. Like they wanted a new house. So he worked a whole ton so that they could save up enough to put down a down payment and everything.
Aw.
And she just doesn't seem like she's contributing to their relationship at all. But he doesn't want to hear that she's not being a good wife.
Yeah.
I'm like, she may be a good mom, but she's not being a good wife.
A good
you know?
partner.
A good partner,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's, I mean, again, not that the wife has to be the stay-at-home one. It's just that if she's the one that's the stay-at-home, you should be the one doing the majority of taking care of the house.
Yeah, at least
like,
do something. Like,
something.
I get if you have, like, 3 kids under 4 or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, you have a bunch of toddlers.
Yeah.
And the husband comes home and the house is a wreck because
Yep.
you've been crazy all day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you are literally sitting at home from 9 to 3 with nothing, like, run errands.
Yep.
Do the laundry.
yeah.
Do something.
She just, like, refuses to do all of that stuff.
Oh, no,
it
no,
drives
no,
me bonkers.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, both Zach and I work full-time. And I still come home and clean the house. And he still comes home and mows the lawn. And
Yeah.
stuff like, and I'm like,
It's a partnership.
it's a partnership.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that my relationship is perfect, but no, it's not. But
Sure.
like,
But you're both pulling your weight.
we're trying to,
Yeah.
our darndest, you know? And
Yeah.
like, I just, it drives me crazy.
Yeah, and I don't like when people are necessarily like, oh, you're the stay-at-home mom, so you have to do it all. Like, that's not exactly
no.
equal either.
But I feel like you should be doing like a good majority of
Yeah.
it. Like, so
you're
like,
home, you're making the messes,
Yeah.
you're, you know, like,
I've also heard that other people that they're like, oh, I work from home, so I'm the one expected to clean everything. I'm like, no, if you're working, you're working. Just because
Yeah.
you're home doesn't mean that you can stop what you're doing to go do the dishes
yeah,
and stuff.
you
Like,
still have a full-time job.
yeah,
Yeah.
you clearly are doing things. So like, I get frustrated about that kind of stuff too. But like, you're still working, and I just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I get
It
that.
just drives me crazy. It's just a partnership, and you guys need to be partners. Like, I just, so,
Yeah.
anyway. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay, this one was a little ridiculous. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my brother's girlfriend that it was weird for her to keep an urn of her late husband's ashes in the house?
Okay, read that to me one more time.
Am I the asshole
Okay.
for telling my brother's girlfriend that it was weird for her to keep an urn of her late husband's ashes in the house?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an asshole.
Yes. You don't need to tell me anything
know,
else.
right?
You're the asshole. Like,
But let me tell you anyway.
okay, yes.
Okay, so what happened, so this happened last night. Well, me, male 23.
Oh, fucking asshole
Yeah,
already.
23-year-old.
Get your head out of your ass, dude.
And my family were visiting my brother's girlfriend's house for the first time. We were all sitting at the dinner table, and I remembered my brother's girlfriend, who's a widow, said that she keeps an urn of her late husband's ashes in the house.
Okay. It's her house.
Yeah.
It's her ex-husband. Or it's her, not ex-husband. It's her late husband.
Yes. Conversation went from one thing to another. Then I looked at my brother and asked him quietly if he was comfortable with having his girlfriend's late husband's urn in the house. He gave me a long stare, so I figured the answer was yes, but maybe he couldn't tell his girlfriend about it for fear that she would misunderstand. So I brought it up with her and told her that it was quite weird to have her late husband's urn in the house. She looked at me and was apparently caught off guard by what I said. No fucking shit, she was caught off guard.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just out of fucking nowhere. Like,
Right? She said she didn't think so, and that it wasn't like the urn was on display, and also said that it's her late husband's house where the urn should be. I told her it felt weird, especially since she had my brother move in with her, and he must be feeling quite uncomfortable with the idea. His girlfriend looked upset and got quiet. My brother shouted, "This is none of your goddamn business. Shut your mouth, Elijah. Jesus." I responded with, I mean, personally, I wouldn't be cool with my girl keeping an urn of her ex. At best...
I know I slipped up and said ex,
But no.
but that's totally
It's
different.
different.
It's so different.
Yeah.
It's a late partner.
Yeah.
Like,
There was no choice
there's,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
At worst, it would make me feel creeped out.
Fuck you.
His girlfriend then replied by saying that I have no business dating a widow then, and I shrugged. She excused herself to the kitchen and stayed there. My brother went off on me, calling me an obnoxious asshole for making dinner awkward and upsetting his girlfriend. I told him I was just giving my opinion. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
But he lashed out more. My parents and I left, and they told me my brother's girlfriend was being hypersensitive.
What?
No.
They're on his side?
Yeah. But that I went too far and upset my brother and probably sparked an argument between them and should reach out to apologize, but I'm not sure. Edit. Guys, please, one thing you need to know is that I had no intentions of being hurtful. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Fuck you. I do not hate my brother's girlfriend. In fact, we get along pretty well. But I just wanted to add that I had no malicious intent here. I'm not the type of guy who goes out of their way to act maliciously, but I feel kind of guilty for how the situation played out. My parents are the ones who said she was being hypersensitive, not me. And yes, I overheard my brother venting about the urn when he first moved in, just so you know. That seems like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, he
was
definitely
complaining
said
about it.
something
Yeah.
about it. Like, why? Why?
Fuck that.
Right?
That's so fucked
Like,
up.
I could understand maybe if, like, she had his ashes in a locket and she always wore that
Yeah.
locket. That would
Or
be
like
a little...
full on display with tons of pictures around him or
Yeah.
whatever. But like just having it in the house.
Yeah, not even, like, up on the mantle
Yeah.
or, like, next to the bed. That might be a little weird.
Be a little weird. But if you have like a bookshelf with like maybe a picture and him over there,
Yeah.
he's not even like it's just the bookshelf off to the side where
He
you're like,
died!
He died. If he wasn't
died!
dead, you wouldn't be together.
Yeah.
Like
Ugh. That pissed me off.
that
I was like,
it's the same
yes.
fucking thing about this guy. They were doing the Tattoo Nightmares show or whatever
yeah.
it was, where they like cover him up and everything. And this girl made her new boyfriend come in and cover up his late wife's face. Like he had her face tattooed on his arm because she passed away. She's the mother of his
How
children.
insecure do you have to be?
Exactly. And she goes, I just don't like looking at it while we're having sex.
Then close your eyes.
Then close your damn eyes.
Turn off the fucking light,
Right?
you bitch.
Like,
You do not deserve.
you wouldn't be with him if she wasn't dead. I'm 1,000% certain of that
Yeah.
because of how you were acting. And he was like, I'm just tired of the fights.
Break up with her.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve
Break up.
better.
I guarantee you, I would not have a problem with somebody being like, well, this is my dead wife. She birthed my 3 children
Yeah.
and she
Like,
died
I
of
hope
cancer.
it's not weird that I have her name
I'd
on
be
me.
like, no, that's so sweet.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Especially if it's like in memorial.
Mhm.
Great.
as a kid with a dead mom,
Yes.
like, that's not weird to me. Like, I just...
Yeah.
It's one thing if they're like constantly talking about it, kind of a thing. If they're constantly comparing you to them,
Oh,
or
yeah.
constantly
No,
bringing
no.
it up, or just being like, "Oh yes, well, having people tour the house and be like, "Oh yes, and here's my late husband over here on the shelf." Like, no. Okay, all right. Am I the asshole for making my daughter use dollar store shampoo and conditioner?
Okay.
My wife and I have 3 daughters. Oldest is 16, middle is 14, and youngest is 10. My entire family and my wife's family all have straight hair. My oldest and youngest also have straight hair. Then there's my middle with curly blonde hair and green eyes. The rest of the family has brown hair and brown eyes. I admittedly am not very close with her because I have doubts that she was mine and had a hard time bonding with her due to that.
That sucks.
Then you should figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. My middle daughter insists that she needs special shampoo and conditioner because of her curly hair. She found some that wasn't too expensive, so I bought it for her. But she goes through that conditioner like water. She came to me after a little over a month and said that she needed another bottle. I told her she doesn't and that her conditioner should last her at least another month, but probably longer. But she insists that she needed to use a lot of conditioner for curly hair.
Yes.
I bought her another bottle and told her to use less because she wasn't getting another one for at least 2 months. She used it all again in a month, so I bought her shampoo and conditioner from the dollar store. She had a meltdown about how it was going to ruin her hair and that she just got it to a place where she liked it and it was manageable. She blames us for her hair being uncontrollable for most of her life because she didn't learn how to take care of curly hair, because we didn't learn how to take care of curly hair, even though it's not different than straight hair. She even threatened...
Sir!
She even threatened to shave her head, which I know she won't do because she's obsessed with her hair. Now she's refusing to speak with me, and she's extremely disrespectful to me and my wife. My wife thinks that we should give in, but I think she needs to learn her lesson. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just buy the conditioner, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what is it, $12 a month?
What does it matter? Like,
okay, even if it's, like, fancy.
Yeah.
Like, $25 a month?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who's to say someone else isn't using her conditioner?
Well, maybe have her, like, also just be like, hey, honey, if you want the more expensive conditioner, maybe you do more chores around the house, kind of a thing, to, like, make sense of it. Like, just, that's how...
Earn it somehow.
Okay. I mean, I know that she shouldn't have to, like, earn it because it's her hair.
Hygiene,
but, like, yeah. But, I mean, there are way cheaper conditioners that you can use that are for curly hair, but they're not as great, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But, like...
and also, finding that place where your hair is tame and manageable when it's curly, like, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. Because it could dread so quickly. It could mat so fast. Like...
Yeah. Depending on the kind of curl, like, give her the fucking conditioner, dude.
Yeah.
That just sounds like an angry dad who's like, well, you're not even my kid, so why should I do this for you? Like, you have issues, buddy.
Like, sir, maybe you should, like, look into that. And if she's not your kid...
It's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
No.
Like...
I hate when they take it out on the child.
Right?
Like, literally?
Also, all of my sisters are, like, I mean, I guess Nicole and I were blonde and stuff, but I'm the only one out of my sisters with green eyes. Do you think I'm not my parents' kids?
No,
very
obviously.
Like, yeah. But I'm like... genetics happen.
Yeah,
like, it's just recessive traits happen. Like, do you want me to draw you Punnett square, sir? Like, that's the only thing I'm good at. So
that's not the only thing you're good at.
Thank you. But that's the only science thing I'm good at.
Okay.
So thank you. Speaking of science, did you hear that they changed that the powerhouse of the cell isn't the powerhouse of the cell anymore?
Excuse you?
It's like the
it's not
like the
mitochondria?
Battery of the cell or something is what they're calling it now.
No.
Why?
Why change
know.
it?
I have no idea.
They mean the same thing. Just
exactly.
leave it alone.
I don't know.
Okay. I, 32 female, have 3 kids and just gave birth to my beautiful baby girl, Valerie. My husband and I have been married for 5 years and I love him, but he's a little bit of a mama's boy. Here we go again. My mother-in-law hates me. Here we go again. I grew up in a richer neighborhood.
My thing, I just have to say real quick about mother-in-laws hating you.
Yeah.
I just feel like, wouldn't that be enough to ruin a relationship?
Yeah. Like if you're not okay with being part of that family, don't.
And specifically if your significant other is siding with them more than they're siding with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing if they're like, I'm on your side 100%, everything, babe, kind of a thing. Or if I think you are being ridiculous, I'm going to tell you you're being ridiculous.
Sure.
But, like, because, I mean, you should be calling your spouse out for certain things if you think, if it's crossing the line.
But don't be in your mom's pocket about everything.
Exactly.
Like, no.
I love that I get along with my mother-in-law
me too.
quite well. Yeah. So so it's just insane to me that other people are like, well, you know, we're staying together even though my mother-in-law is like a raging bitch and she ruins our relationship every day. Like,
yeah, you need to move far away from that person.
Yeah, exactly. You should move away. Like, so
I don't understand that.
Right.
But
Sorry.
yes, okay. I grew up in a richer neighborhood and my parents left me with quite a bit of inheritance money when they passed.
Okay.
About $13 million in assets.
What?
Wow.
How do people have that much money?
That's like unfathomable to me. I don't know. So, my mother-in-law was a single mother with 2 sons and had a lot of trouble just paying for basic needs. She worked her way up and I think she is very strong. She doesn't like me and thinks I'm pretentious because apparently I had everything handed to me. Well, when I got pregnant with my second child, We had decided to name him Luke after my husband's father, who died when my husband was only 3. My mother-in-law was through the roof when we told her, but ever since I fell pregnant again with Valerie, she has been adamant that we should name her Francine after her late grandmother.
That's such an old name, though.
My husband wants to as well, but I don't. Instead, I wanted to name her Valerie, and not just because I like the name, but also because when I was 17, the song Valerie by Amy Winehouse came out, and me and my family would sing it all the time at family gatherings, and it was always the first song on for car rides and just in general. It was like our song.
Okay. So that's sweet, yeah.
Yeah. My older sister and my parents passed away in a house fire 3 years ago, and I miss them terribly. We were all a very close family, so it hit me and my younger sister very hard. When I suggested this to my husband and mother-in-law, they actually got mad at me because they wanted it to be Francine.
Well, that's too damn bad.
I suggested we name her Valerie with the middle name Francine, or Francine with the middle name of Valerie, but they weren't happy with that either.
That's too damn bad.
Your name is being used.
Yeah, what does it
gives
matter?
a fuck?
Like,
Valerie
did you want to pick the
Francine
middle name
doesn't
too?
sound
Like,
awful.
yeah. No.
Like, for Francine.
Yeah.
No offense, but...
No offense, but like, it's just kind of an old-fashioned name.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not that old-fashioned, but it's an older name. Yeah.
That's like Ethel.
Yeah.
Like, no one names their daughter Ethel anymore.
I don't think I've ever met a Francine.
Yeah.
So.
Except for it's... The only thing I can think of is from Arthur.
I have an American
That's
Dad.
it.
That's mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, like, that's what I think.
So TV.
But, like, yeah.
During the last month of pregnancy, my husband has become more angry at me. I finally snapped and said that I wasn't going to name my child an ugly name that I don't like for the sake of a woman that doesn't even like me. He said that I was being unbelievable and that I had insulted his strong, independent mother. Okay. I immediately...
Well, if you're that strong and independent, don't fucking worry about me, bitch.
Right? Get over yourself. I immediately apologized, but he left to his mother's house. Don't they all?
Oh, then stay there.
Yeah. 2 days later, I couldn't reach him at all, and on the 3rd day, I went into labor. My first child kept saying that she would text my husband, and I told her not to bother. After hours of labor and awful pain, I gave birth to my baby girl and named her Valerie, with Diane as the middle name. Diane was my mother's name.
Aww.
About 2 hours after I gave birth, my younger sister was able to reach my mother-in-law to get the message to my husband. When he came in, my husband was raging and yelling at me, calling me a pretentious, backstabbing bitch.
Oh.
And my mother-in-law was more upset about the name. I think this might be the end of my marriage, but we can still change her name if we really wanted to.
Nope.
So am I the asshole? Should I change the name?
End of the marriage,
No.
hun, you have plenty of money to
Goodbye.
raise your children. You should, like, just...
be a single mom.
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. A lot of the comments were talking about, because, like, she was like, am I the asshole because he wasn't there for the birth, you know? And, it, like, everyone was like, first of all, right now you can only have, like, one person at a time in the hospital with you. And you want that person to be a supportive person when you're giving birth to their child. Like, ugh.
That's insane.
The fact that they wouldn't be satiated with the middle name vice versa.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
Did they want to pick the middle name too? Or
Donna doesn't say. That's too much.
That's
too much. Get out of my face.
That would be like me going to Zach and being like, I want to name our kid Danette.
Yeah.
Like, I love my mom. She's got a cute name.
It's uncommon.
It's old. It's an older name. Like, there's no way I would be naming my kid Danette.
Yeah.
Like
Annie.
Yeah.
That'd be a cute little,
Annie's kind of a classic name, you know? But, no. Oh my gosh, that makes me mad.
Yeah. I hated that one.
Okay.
Why are mother-in-laws such bitches?
I don't know.
Not all of them. I like mine.
Right? Mine is great.
Jeez.
She puts up with a lot. So, like, my husband's insane. I love him, but he will be the first one to tell you his mother put up with a lot. Yeah. So, if I called him right now...
Anyone who raised a teenage boy, I just feel like, could say that.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, she raised him by herself for the first, 3 years of his life. Okay, well, basically by himself. His grandparents and his dad were a little bit involved and stuff. But, she was the one who was mostly taking care of him, okay? She didn't have a car, so she rode everywhere on a bicycle with him, okay? He was 10 pounds when he was born. He was a big fat baby, okay? He broke her tailbone on the way out, okay? No. She's riding around on a bicycle with a broken tailbone and a fat ass baby on her back, okay? And
Wow.
he will be the first one to tell you all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And she went to work, she went to school, she was taking him to daycare. Like,
Wow.
she did everything she could to take care of to raise him, kind of a thing. My mother-in-law is amazing.
Yeah.
So
She's sweet.
she's
I
sweet.
like her.
Yeah. I love her a lot. She's great. Okay. Am I the asshole for not swapping my meal with my pregnant cousin?
Oh.
Yesterday,
boy.
my 24 female extended family went out for a dinner to catch up. My cousin Allison, 29 female, came. She's pregnant. I ordered a burger with fries. Allison had some type of herb pasta. Ugh. When our food came, she asked if I want to swap with her because she didn't like the smell of the pasta. I said, sorry, but I want my burger and maybe she can swap with someone else. She said she was suddenly craving a burger and no one else had ordered one. I told her she can order again.
Yeah.
Allison said they were saving for the baby and won't waste money buying another dish, that I didn't have to pay the difference if I swapped. The pasta was more expensive. I kept saying no. She got really upset and said I didn't understand the struggles of pregnant women. My mom saw it and said I should just swap and was acting like a kid. I said Allison was acting like a kid.
Yeah.
Allison said she was hurt and didn't understand pregnancy. My aunt, Allison's mom, noticed the commotion and told Allison to learn to deal with these things because not everyone will care about her. I had enough, so I had just started eating before anyone else could tell me to swap. My mom later said I created a scene for no reason, and Allison's pregnant, so I should have just been more understanding. She said she's lost face in front of my aunt. Now I'm thinking I should have just sucked it up and swapped. Edit. I just wanted to clarify something. My aunt's comments to Allison was snarky and sarcastic, like, oh, your cousin doesn't care that you're pregnant and suffering and that you need to learn how to deal with it. That's why my mom said that she was losing face, because Allison's mom wasn't impressed I didn't swap.
No.
No,
No.
that's not my fault.
I've been pregnant and no.
Uh-huh. I feel like if I was pregnant, I don't think I could ever eat pasta. Or I'd be eating pasta all the time. I don't know. There's one or the other, I feel like, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I eat pasta a lot already, and I feel like it's one of the things that I'd either get sick from, or like just the smell
That's the
would
only
kill me.
thing you
Like,
can
or
eat.
it would, yeah, exactly. And there's some people that drive me crazy. They act like just because I am pregnant and I am giving birth to a baby, I am the greatest thing to ever walk this earth. I'm sorry, any dumbass can have dumbass kids.
Yep.
Okay? Like,
I work with them all
you
the
work
time.
with them all the time.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people out there that would be great fucking parents and they can't have kids. And these drug addicts are having kids
Yes.
every other day.
They're the
So,
most
like,
fertile people on the
yeah,
earth.
I don't know.
I don't know if meth is like helpful in the process, but it seems like it.
I swear it is. And like, I'm not saying like, it's just that they let the drugs control their lives and shit.
Yeah.
But like, when you act like you are God's gift to earth just because you can have a baby,
Yeah.
like,
Pay $8 for a burger.
yeah.
I get saving money. That's not going to break you.
Too. If you probably talked to the server and said, "Hey, so I'm pregnant and this actually makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
Can I swap it for a burger and I'll pay for the pasta?"
Yeah.
They would take the plate back and they'd bring you a burger.
Or how
Like,
about, hey, sarcastic bitch mom,
Yeah.
if you have so much to say about this,
Yeah.
buy me a burger.
buy me a burger?
Like, something.
I just
Yeah. It's not you.
It's
her.
It's her. I hate shit like that. It pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
Stop being entitled. Stop being full of yourselves. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
nobody owes you anything. Like, for real. The mom was right in a sense, just not sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a shit about you. You decided to get pregnant and have a baby. It's not my fault.
Yeah. You decided to order the pasta.
Yep.
That's what you get.
Yep.
Unless you figure it out and order something else. You're a big girl.
Exactly.
You're having a baby. You
Yep.
better be a big girl.
You better learn how to be a big girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
also, I really hope, because you know her kid is going to be a picky ass eater,
Yeah.
and be like, I don't want these, I want chicken nuggets. Well, we're having grilled cheese tonight. I want chicken nuggets. Like, are you just going to swap it?
Yeah.
I hope that comes up every moment, every time her kid says, I don't want to eat this.
Yeah.
I hope that scene plays in her head.
Hopefully.
Fuck that. Anyway, everyone.
That's a short little episode,
Yeah.
but we like the drama, so
Yeah.
hopefully you do too. I had someone actually tell me that they liked our Am I the Asshole episode,
Hooray.
so thanks,
Good.
Tori, for listening.
Do I know Tori?
She's my boss.
Oh, okay.
She's my supervisor.
Thanks, Tori.
She's great. But yeah, I think that's it. So happy day to
Hi.
you all. I don't know. We love you.
Have a good time.
Have a great time. Happy day.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment or sending us an email at bmoviebashpodcast@gmail.com.
You can listen to our episodes on all your favorite podcast platforms, including Spotify, Stitcher, Google, Apple, Amazon Music, and Audible, or you can find the video versions on our YouTube channel.
If you want to support the podcast, you can find our Ko-fi link on our Anchor page. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends.